get into this one right here. What the hell happened with the Cavs? What the hell happened with the Cavaliers as they get erased out of history, but put in the history books the wrong way by the Pacers, folks. The Pacers. And before anybody starts any excuses, let's talk a minute. And let me ask you, don't talk about no toe injury from Garland. I do not want to hear it. Minus Garland, you're still supposed to have a max contract player like Donovan Mitchell. And we'll talk about him in a minute and how he played and how he didn't play. But first, like I said, take away Darius Garland, and what do you have? You have a so-called superstar who's getting max contracts, Donovan Mitchell, okay? And then you have a team that had the best, they say, the best rated offense in NBA history in the regular season, okay? And they had the best record in the East, okay? So who do the Pacers have on their team? They have, to me, a fringe all-star Halliburton. That's who they have. Now, no disrespect to Pacers fans, because to me, in the series, the difference was that the Pacers didn't give a damn about the Cavs. They came ready to play. They were more scrappy. They were more springier. They didn't give a damn about them. They didn't fear them. And they went toe-to-toe with them. They were faster. And they did the same thing with the Bucks. They did the same damn thing with the Milwaukee Bucks. They didn't give a damn about them. Okay? So you can't tell me because Darius Garland's toe. I couldn't even tell the difference at times. At times, anything was wrong with his toe in the first place in these last couple games. And, like I said, there's really no... What's the difference between teams? If anything, even with Darius Garland out, they still should be a better team. The Cavs should be. This is the greatest collapse of all time. To me, when we talk about you got beat 4-1, bro, it's one thing you get beat in 7 games. You got beat in 5 games. You got beat in 5 games. Let me give it to you again. You got beat in 5 games. I don't know about Donovan Mitchell's injury. I'm trying to tell you guys, I cannot take these guys serious. The way Donovan Mitchell was moving on the court, it didn't look like nothing was wrong with him. It didn't look like he hurt himself in that third quarter when they were getting literally blown off the floor. So anybody try to use that as an excuse in the last game, as an excuse that they lost? No, they were getting blown out when Donovan Mitchell rolled his ankle. They were talking about he was at shoot-around. He was the early shoot-around, and he could barely walk. What? No, bro. Donovan Mitchell wasn't moving like that last night. Okay? And, yeah, kudos for playing if you were injured, but I don't know, man. I don't know if you move like that if you rolled an ankle. You look fine to me. Or whatever, man. I'm not trying to say he didn't roll ankle. I'm just trying to say, as bad as people said it was, it didn't look like it was that bad. Okay, it just didn't. I mean, oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And this could be another thing tonight. The Knicks could win tonight with Tatum out. That might be something that signed, sealed, delivered. Can Jaylen Brown step up to the plate? Can Jaylen Brown step up to the plate? I don't know. I mean, I guess he could put up his normal stats. Let's say even if he puts up 25, I mean, what now? You still have to have another guy putting up, another 25. I mean, you're going to have somebody really step up. I don't know. And the crazy thing about this series, New York has never been in control of the games. They've never been in control of any game that they won. Oh my goodness. It's been a 5-minute meltdown. And that's what happened to the Cavs really last night. It was a meltdown with 5 minutes to go. Cavs were in control of this game. It's like these guys, I don't know, man. We say 20 points ain't really a good lead with the 3-point shot, but my God, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. To me, this was the biggest choke job of all time. I mean, we've seen some 3-1 comebacks or whatever like that, but not in this fashion, though. We saw some teams lose, some higher seeds lose to a higher seed. We saw those lower seeds. Well, lower seeds beat higher seeds, but man, usually that's like go 7 games or something like that, right? That's why they started these 7-game series to get the low seeds some type of chance, you know what I'm saying? And to make more money, but man, you just never seen nothing like this, man. And I know, you know, the Pacers aren't like a 8 seed or something like that or nothing like, but still, I don't know, man. What do you do with that team? I guess nothing, man. It's just the entire team didn't show up. They didn't look the same in this series. In this game last night, the elimination game, they all bricked it up. They all bricked it up. Donovan Mitchell missing free throws, breaking it up from the 3, poor field goal percentage overall. Darius Garland, oh my God, just the whole team really. Strauss, whatever his name is, bricked it up. I mean, it was a Cavs brick fest. And what's so crazy, they were up by 20. I think in the second quarter or something like that. And then, you know, here comes the Pacers. They cut the lead all the way down. And it's just been a theme, man. And it's in these playoffs, teams get spotted like 15, 20, 25 points. And, you know, it just takes a lot of energy out of them. And they can't hold that lead. It just can't. And that's it, man. I don't know what to say about the Cavs, man. Donovan Mitchell is the most overrated player of all time. Now, is he a good player? Yes, he's a good player. And at times, he was the only one doing anything last night. But he did shoot an overall brick fest, right? And like I said, he hasn't did nothing, really. He's an all-star. That's it. Second time All-NBA or second team. That's all he did in his career. That has been it, folks. And Jaylen Brown isn't too far behind as far as what he did in his career. And remember, what was about 2 years ago, he got the biggest contract in NBA history. He got the biggest contract in NBA history. Check this out. Jaylen Brown. He's been in the league since 2016. Four-time All-Star. So what's that, 9 years? He's been in the league. 4-time All-Star. NBA All-Rookie team, for whatever that means. That's it. Hold on, let me see if I'm missing something. This is worse than I thought the first time. So, okay, of course, NBA champion. Finals MVP. Four-time All-Star. And All-NBA second team. 1 year, folks. 1 year. If I'm mistaken, that's the year he got that big contract. Hold on. I want to say yes. That's the year he got the biggest contract in NBA history. And then the next year, they won the championship. So, does that warrant the biggest contract in NBA history up to that point? Him being a one-time All-NBA second team. The next year, he didn't make All-NBA second team. And I'm not too sure he's going to make All-NBA this year. So last year, he didn't even make All-NBA third team. Let me see something real quick. Yes, he was an all-star this year. That's it, man. No statistical titles, no all NBA first teams. It's just crazy, man. The guy, I think he's shooting like 39% from the field this year in the playoffs. Just horrible. Just horrible. Just horrible. But this is what it is, folks. This is the era where guys who don't deserve this type of money, they get it. They get it. And the same thing with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, I think 6-time All-Star and All NBA second team. That's it. That's all that's on his resume. And he's getting max contracts. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I don't have the numbers with me, but we're gonna have to go back over and look at Donovan Mitchell, his playoff numbers. So Denver basically collapsed in Game 5 the way they collapsed in Game 4. So back-to-back fourth quarter collapses, the same. They could not hold the lead, and they collapsed with about 6 minutes to go. So we can't really blame this game on Joker. Joker had a great game. His teammates played like ish. Murray was the only teammate who played worth a damn, and he basically didn't shoot too good from the field as far as, field goal percentage wise. OKC, man. OKC. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win nothing with one player only doing good. It don't matter. No sports league really works like that. You can't go to any sports league and one guy, or maybe only two guys can win. It's not gonna work like that. So they had two. This would be the second game in a row they had a chance to win in that fourth quarter with about 6 minutes to go, and they basically collapsed the same way. They basically collapsed the same damn way. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about Denver. I mean, they might win this elimination game. I don't know if they play tomorrow or what. I haven't looked at it, but I don't see them losing Game 6, and it might go to Game 7. Okay? It just might go to Game 7. I think, if I ain't mistaken, the Timberwolves might go ahead and close out on this one. It's over. So, if I'm not mistaken, let me see the schedule. See who plays tonight. It might be two closeout games. It might be two closeout games. Two closeout games. Two butt whoopings. Yep. Two closeout games. Celtics versus Knicks and Wolves versus Warriors. Well, I don't know. Celtics might win this game. I don't know. Celtics play at home. Wolves play at home. I don't know. If Jason Tatum was playing this game, I could see them, definitely winning. But since he's not playing this game tonight, I don't know, man. I don't really see them winning. You can see something like the Celtics come out, just bombing away at 3 and, just putting up a lot of points, and then they choke in the last 5 minutes. That's what they've been doing anyway. So, I mean, what would be different? At times when you watch this matchup, you're like, the Knicks don't even belong on the same damn court. That's what it looks like. You're like, well, the Knicks don't even belong on the same damn court. And then all of a sudden, Boston forgets how to play defense. They forget how to hit shots. I don't know, man. It's almost like they tired themselves out or something like that. It's been the same thing with these in these series. It looked like, teams grab an early lead, exhaust all this energy, will spend all this energy, and then they're exhausted down the stretch. It's the weirdest thing you ever seen. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We already know that the Wolves are going to the Eastern Conference Finals like last year, but who will they play? Who will they play? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they win. If they go to the Western Conference Finals, I just don't see them winning. I just don't. Now, for them to win, I'm talking about Rudy Gobert is going to have a great series. Rudy Gobert. Especially if they play OKC. OKC having two productive big men. And OKC has a deep bench. Let's see if they play Denver. I would say Joker. He would abuse the hell out of. I think he might score 50 a game. He might score 50 a game. Speaking of 50 a game, how come these guys in this era, how come they're not able to score 50 a game? In this run and gun, trigger happy offense, where's the 50-point scores in this era that's putting up 50 points? I see some 40-point games. Where are the 50-point games? It's weird because all the threes they shoot, you would think that their stars in this era be putting up 60-point games, and you don't see it. At least 50-point games. It's weird, man. It is weird. That's about it, man. The Cavs, the biggest choke job in NBA history. And like I said, to me, it's just the fact that they couldn't even get to a Game 7. Yeah, they didn't get beat by 8 seed, but you can't even get to a Game 7? That's crazy. What does that mean? That means you weren't even competitive, son. That's what that means. When you can't, and they how many games did they choke? What was it, 3 games? They choked down leads in the last 5 minutes. Do they fire the head coach? Oof. I don't know, man. If Denver's head coach got fired, Cavs head coach might get fired. Joe Mazzulla, does he get fired after winning a championship last year? And tonight, does the Boston Celtics become Fugazi? Don't tell me about no JT. Don't tell me about no Jason Tatum if they lose. They were on the verge of losing when they fumbled that ball at the top of the key. Layup and dunk, that game was basically over. So I'm just saying. And to me, is this the biggest choke job of all time? Outdoing the Cavs. I don't know, man. We'll talk about it tomorrow if they lose.